Hey everyone, thank you for watching the First Alert Playbook here on WITN. I'm Dugan Lloyd as we're coming at you right off ECU Baseball Media Day. Cliff Godwin, his staff and players talking to coaches today, or talking to media today, as we'll have more of that in our nightly 11 o'clock news. But for now, I want to start with this offseason for the Pirates. They come in off the AAC American Championship win. They go down to Conway and now try to bring back as many players as possible. Here's Coach Cliff Godwin talking about that process in this new age of NIL, transfer portal, you name it.
Well, I'm glad you actually asked that question because, number one, I can tell you this, the supporters that we have for ECU baseball specifically, but really for ECU athletics to not be a P4 school, we have some really, really big donors that selflessly give to this place. And for our baseball program, we're funded at a level that we're able to compete nationally. And it's not what any of us signed up for, but we are able to utilize the portal. I can tell you this, we don't go try to outbid people because if you do that, you will end up like some other programs where when, I was about to say a different word, but when stuff hits the fan, then they have no buy-in. They have to have some stake in the game. And Coach Knight, Coach Palumbo, Coach Gotro, and our entire staff did a really good job. We have better humans in our locker room than we had last year in totality. That's not a knock against anybody that was here last year, but we're talented and they're about the right stuff. So I pray about that daily because it is a very transactional world that we live in. But you can see, and I use Indiana football for example, when you have a cohesive unit that buy in and have culture, man, you can do some special things. And to this point, this group has done that.
Well, that national championship, of course, tonight in college football, as well as some big high school basketball action here in the ENC. The MLK Showcase going on at Farmville Central tonight, which will have 2 games of highlights in our 11 o'clock show. First up, as we look at this slate, Green Central and First Flight, they do battle at 6:30 again over in Farmville Central, hosted on Saturday and now on Monday. Kinston as well hosting on Saturday, but today all the games will be at Farmville. Then later, the home team at 8 p.m. hosting Martin County. That should be a good one on the Jaguars floor. Once again, highlights coming up for you at 11 p.m. tonight in our WITN newscasts. As for the college game, ECU men and women both on the road tonight, or I should say this week. Wichita State, the host for the men on Wednesday, and then North Texas on Saturday. That program, as we keep saying, I'm getting a little bit repetitive here, but they're still looking for that first conference win. Right now, 0-5 in the American. As for the women, they're also on the road for both games at UTSA on Tuesday down in San Antonio, and then in Alabama for UAB on Saturday. That'll do it for this edition of the First Alert Playbook. We'll be back at 2:30 next week on 3:30 today, as we'll get back to our normal schedule next time. I'll see you then. I'm Dugan Lloyd.
Turn those up there.